Yo, peep this. You just clicked on Let's View It, and I'm Tyrone Cross. Welcome to my channel, so you already know. Let's view it. 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 What's up, real ones? Welcome to Let's View It, the channel where I give you my controversial opinions about controversial topics, and hopefully at the end of the video, you were at least entertained. And all I ask for all my hard work, blood, sweat, and tears is afterwards. If you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe and help support me and help support this channel. And if you look at how many subscribers I got, I need a lot of support. I'm like a one-legged old man with vertigo. That much support. But while I hope and wish, let me get on with today's topic. And today's topic, we're going to talk about cancel culture because they're on the loose again. And if you haven't heard, they are right now wanting to cancel Matt Rife. And for those that don't know who Matt Rife is, he's a stand-up comedian and the majority of his audience are women because of his looks, but also he claims to associate with mainly black people. Now, Matt Rife, from what I understood, already wasn't a really liked comedian by other comedians and other people, I guess, because they thought he wasn't funny, they thought he only did crowd play, and they also thought he only was making it because of his looks. I mean, he does kind of look like some kind of GQ model or something. So not only was he already not really likable to many people, now he's really hated because he has a Netflix special, and in that Netflix special, he opens up with a DV joke. And no, I'm not talking about deep vein thrombosis. I'm talking about domestic violence. I told you guys, I'm going to try the code word thing and see if it helps my views. But anyways, here's a small clip from TikTok of the DV joke that Matt Rife told that's getting him canceled. And if you can't take a DV joke, then please don't listen to it. Don't try to cancel me. Or maybe try to cancel me. Maybe since I'm nobody, if you cancel a nobody, is that like a double negative and it turns into a positive and now I'm a somebody? I guess there's only one way to find out. So you already know. Let's view it.
I've only been to Baltimore one time. I ate lunch there, and the hostess who seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. It wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is who you have greeting people? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, you know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye. Testing the water, seeing if y'all are gonna be fun or not. Just wanted to see. I figured we start the show with domestic violence. The rest of the show should be pretty smooth sailing after that. Of course I felt bad for her, man. She should have had her protection crystals, you know what I mean?
I gotta say, I'm a little surprised because I thought when I saw this clip, I wouldn't laugh or chuckle at all. Because I'm gonna be honest, I already saw the Netflix special, so I laughed at it already. Hey, I thought it was funny. I'm one of those people that truly believe that anything could be funny if said right or done right with the right timing. And I'm not biased towards that at all. That's with black jokes or even jokes towards me. And I'm not scared to say that I'm here to defend Matt Rife. Do I think he's the funniest comedian? No. Do I think he's as terrible as everyone else says he is? No. I think people unfairly judge Matt Rife. Amy Schumer is a terrible comedian. See the difference? But whether or not Matt Rife is a good comedian is neither here nor there, or whether or not the joke was even a good joke or even funny at all. The question should be, should he even be able to get canceled for saying a joke at his own stand-up show? Now let me come out and say this. I don't believe in cancel culture. But it's even more ridiculous when you're trying to cancel a stand-up comedian for telling a joke at a stand-up show. You already know it's a joke. You don't even have to guess, is he joking? You know why? Because he's on a stage with a microphone and his name is Matt Rife. And guess who Matt Rife happens to be? That's right, the man with the same name that's on the ticket that you bought. I don't understand the logic of buying a ticket to a comedian you apparently like, and if they say a joke that makes you mad, you think they shouldn't be able to work anymore. Could you imagine if that's how all jobs were? Could you imagine eating at Denny's and you don't like the food, so now you think the cook shouldn't be able to be a cook anywhere anymore? How does this make sense to the cancel culture? But another thing that I've noticed is that the main people that want him canceled are women, which is ironic because the majority of his audience is women. But now all of them want to get on their high horses and say, how dare him want to make a DV joke? And the only men that make DV jokes and laugh at DV jokes are men who do DV or secretly want to do DV. You know, the more I say DV, the more it sounds like I'm talking about doing some type of drug. But anyways, it's funny how women forget how many female comics have made jokes about cutting off men's penises, you know, related to Lorena Bobbitt. Female comedians have said so many Lorena Bobbitt jokes, and no one cared then. Not only did women not care, but not one man came out and said, hey, stop making cutting off your penis jokes. That's insensitive. And the only women that want to make cutting off penis jokes are women who cut off penises or secretly want to cut off penises. And if there ever was one man to come out and say something, or should say something, it should have been Mr. Bobbitt himself. But instead, he's too busy being proud making porn. Oh, I mean corn. Making corn. Corn. But not only have female comics been making DV jokes about males for a long time, DV jokes in general have been around forever. I remember a popular joke that would go, now don't cancel me, I don't believe in DV. Disclaimer, I don't believe in DV. Don't do DV. This is just a joke. Haha, joke. But it goes, what do you tell a woman with two black eyes? Nothing. You already told her twice. There's another one I know, but I don't want to push my luck. I don't want to get canceled. Or do I want to get canceled? Because if you cancel a nobody, is that like a double negative? We already been through this. The point being, when I heard these jokes or said these jokes, it wasn't like the end of the world. No one was trying to fire me. No one was like, hey, he must try to DV his woman. It's just a joke. And that's what everyone needs to understand. Just because you can joke about a topic doesn't mean you support it, and it doesn't mean you want to do it. That's what jokes are a lot of times. Putting a funny twist on terrible things. Now, I understand the viewpoint that there's victims of real DV and they don't take the joke well, or some of them don't take the joke well. I'm not going to say all DV victims don't take that joke well or don't take DV jokes well. I just don't believe that's true. But I believe there is a percentage of DV victims that obviously don't take the joke well. There's a percentage of non-DV victims that don't take the joke well. Sometimes jokes just aren't taken well. But that doesn't mean that person needs to be canceled. Now, if you find out that he's DVing every lady that he runs into, okay, maybe we should talk about some cancellation. But canceling people because they say things that hurt your feelings or put you in a bad spot or make you not like them is just ridiculous. And let's say, just for shits and giggles, that we should cancel people. That now society has fully adopted cancel culture. It's our go-to move. Then shouldn't we at least make an official list of some sort Like, shouldn't there be some type of official list that stand-up comedians have to go by? Like a list of jokes that they cannot say, or a list of topics they cannot joke about? Shouldn't there be some type of guideline, some type of warning? Because just doing it on the fly doesn't make sense. Just to be like, aha, I don't like DV jokes, he should be canceled. We can't just keep doing this off the fly, just off of your emotions. That's not fair, and that's not how nothing else works. Everything else in this world that we can get penalized for is somewhere written down or regulated. And if cancel culture thinks it's so important to cancel Matt Rife for saying a DV joke, wouldn't you have to cancel all comedians that ever said a DV joke? Just to make it fair, you can't have different rules, guidelines, exceptions, and standards for every comedian. So if one comedian gets canceled for some type of joke, then you would have to cancel every comedian that's ever told that type of joke. That's the only thing that makes sense when not making sense. So anyways, that's my video on the cancel culture going after Matt Rife, trying to make his life even harder than it is. It was already hard enough for him to be accepted as a comedian, and now you don't even want him to be able to try to have that hard time to be accepted. But now that you know, when I say DV, I'm not talking about deep vein thrombosis. All I need you guys to do is comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think Matt Rife should be canceled for his DV joke? Or do you think if they're that pissed off at him, they should just turn off his Netflix special? But while you're telling me your thoughts, I'm also gonna need you to hit that bell like the Hunchback. Also click that hit checker button and subscribe with me. And I'll see you on the next trip.
Day and night. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. All my life. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Can't help I keep it real.